Oh, am I on?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, hello there, and welcome to Gory Stories with Zeke the Geek.
No, I don't think that's what you're supposed to say.
Oh, right. Well, hello there, and welcome to Awkward Stories with Zero the Weirdo.
No, this is not that show.
Oh, okay. Well, hello there, and welcome to Celestial Stories with Professor Zephyr Zuckerberg. Today's majestic story has to do something about Cincinnatus, or Cincinnati, right?
I think so.
Excellent. The Cincinnati Bengals had an okay 2014 season. They made it to the playoffs.
No, not Cincinnati, like the town. This is about Cincinnatus, that Roman guy.
Oh, right. The esteemed Cincinnatus. Wait, who is this guy anyway?
Turn to page 298 in your book.
Okay, here it is. Once upon a time.
There was a man named Cincinnatus who lived on a little farm not far from the city of Rome. He had once been rich and had held the highest office in the land, but in one way or another he had lost all his wealth. He was now so poor that he had to do all the work on his farm with his own hands. But in those days, it was thought to be a noble thing to till the soil. Cincinnatus was so wise, and just that everyone trusted him and asked his advice. And when anyone was in trouble and did not know what to do, his neighbors would say, "Go and tell Cincinnatus. He will help you."
Cincinnatus, why is the sky blue?
The sky is blue because blue is the color of the sky.
Oh! Cincinnatus, why do we wear pants under our togas?
We wear pants underneath our togas because when the wind blows, lo and behold,
Oh, TMI, TMI. But that does make sense.
Now there lived among the mountains, not far away, a tribe of fierce, half-wild men who were at war with the Roman people. They persuaded another tribe of bold warriors to help them. And then together, they marched toward the city, plundering and robbing as they came. They boasted that they would tear down the walls of Rome and burn the houses, kill all the men, and make slaves of the women and children. At first, the Romans, who were very proud and brave, did not think there was much danger. Every man in Rome was a soldier, and the army which went out to fight the robbers was the finest in the world. No one stayed at home with the women, children, and boys, but the white-haired fathers, as they were called, who made the laws for the city, and a small company of men who guarded the walls. Everybody thought that it would be an easy thing to drive the men of the mountains back to the place where they belonged. But one morning, 3 horsemen, covered with dust and blood, came riding down from the road from the mountains. They rode to the center of the city and cried out, "The men of the mountains are too strong for us. We were caught in a trap. And now, O Roman fathers, send help to our army at once, or every man will be slain and our city will be taken." "What shall we do?" said the white-haired fathers. "Whom can we send but the guards and the boys? And who is wise enough to lead them, and thus save Rome?" All shook their heads and were very grave, for it seemed as though there was no hope. Then someone said, "Send for Cincinnatus. He will help us." Cincinnatus was in the field plowing when the men who had been sent to him came in great haste. He stopped and greeted them kindly,
hello, men.
and waited for them to speak.
Cincinnatus, put on your cloak and hear the words of the Roman people.
Is all not well in Rome? Lovely wife, bring me my cloak.
The men told how the army with all the noblest men of Rome had been entrapped in the mountain pass. They told him about the great danger their city was in. Then they said, "The people of Rome make you their ruler and the ruler of their city, to do with everything as you choose. And the fathers bid you come at once and go out against our enemies, the fierce men of the mountains." So Cincinnatus left his plow standing where it was, and hurried to the city. When he passed through the streets, he gave orders to the citizens. But some of the citizens were afraid, because Cincinnatus had all the power in Rome to do whatever he pleased. But he armed the guards and boys and went out to fight the fierce mountain men and to free the Romans. A few days afterward, there was great joy in Rome. There was good news from Cincinnatus. The men of the mountains had been driven back to their own place with great loss. And now the Roman army, the boys and guards, were coming to Cincinnatus and to home, with banners flying and shouts of victory. He had saved Rome. Cincinnatus might then have made himself king, for his word was law, and no man dared lift a finger against him. But before the people could thank him for what he had done, he gave back the power to the white-haired fathers, and went back to his little farm and his plow. He had been ruler of Rome for 16 days.
Well, there you have it. Cincinnatus saved all of Rome. That is why today, in the city of Cincinnati, on the eve of the Super Bowl, all the little good girls and boys bring out their boots and wait for Cincy Claus to bring them chocolate replicas of the Vince Lombardi trophy.
What? That's not true. That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. It's just the Bengals are weakened by kryptonite, and they can't figure out a way to keep Lex Luthor from scoring touchdowns. That is why they never win the Super Bowl.
What? This guy is crazy. Somebody get him off camera. Security!
Well, that's all for tonight, folks. I'm Professor Zephyr Zuckerberg, and thanks for watching Celestial Stories.